So polo, Paralympics, parallel bars, parachuting, pole vault, powerlifting, Pilates, planks and pull-ups and press-ups and your pulse. There's so many P words. There's so many P words in sports, but there's also a lot of P words in recruitment as well. What I want to focus on though is initially the Paralympics, and my wife and I were lucky to go to the Paralympics back in London 2012. And for me, it put a lot of things into perspective. Because these athletes, what have they done? They've pushed through the pain. They've persisted. They've been very patient. They've been very proactive in learning to cope with their disabilities, but they didn't focus on that. What they focused on was their abilities. And their attitude was absolutely brilliant, because what they did was focus on what's possible and not impossible. And I think recruiters can take, and recruitment owners and managers, we can take a leaf out of their books, because rather than focusing on what we can't do and what's impossible, or relying on the power of prayer, we should actually be focusing on what we can control and what we can influence. And when you hear these athletes being interviewed afterwards, even if they've lost the race, they still have PMA, they still have positive mental attitude, because what they do is they're now thinking about, okay, well, I didn't win that competition or win that race, so I need to replan, I need to go back and reprioritize, I need to look at my training regime, I need to push through the pain barrier once again. And I think it's obvious from these P words that a lot of these P words we can perhaps do better at, or we need to do more of when we're in the recruitment office. And as recruiters, I think we can learn a great deal from these Paralympians. I think, sometimes we need to persist a little bit more. We need to plan better. We need to prioritize better. We need to think about our pursuit of maybe longer term partnerships. Maybe our focus is on huge pay packets or personal recognition or promotion. And that's okay, as long as there's a good reason for you to get up in the morning and come in and put the time and effort into this job. But above all, you've got to think about the possibilities and perform to the best of your abilities. And when it does happen for you, accept the praise, but also don't forget to praise the people that have perhaps helped you to get there, because you might not have done it alone. And after all, we can't do this job without people.